His interview did not only catch the attention of Peter Okoye, it also caught the attention of the Independent National Electoral Commission, which took to its official Twitter handle to endorse Seun Kuti's comment by liking a post by online newspaper Premium Times with the headline, "Peter Obi, an opportunist, won't deliver Nigeria." The incident caused the commission to come under heavy criticism, with many accusing them of bias and being incapable of delivering a credible election. I mean, I thought that this was a huge mistake on the part of INEC by, allowing its official to handle, or whoever it is that liked that actual post by Premium Times. INEC has come out to say that they are investigating the matter, but it has caused a lot of uproar on social media, with a lot of Peter Obi's supporters being outraged. Dr. Abati.
Okay, I think the first thing to extract from this is the power of social media and how you use the social media, and for people to just be careful. Because when you like a particular comment on any of the social media platforms, it creates an impression of approval or endorsement. And that is why some people put a disclaimer there and say, oh, likes do not necessarily translate into endorsement or approval of a particular view that has been expressed. However, in this particular case, you are dealing with the electoral umpire, the Independent National Electoral Commission, with emphasis on independent. So INEC is not expected to be seen to descend into the arena, to be making choices in terms of who they endorse, what view they endorse, partisan views, that is. In this particular case, Seun Kuti expressed a partisan view. He says Peter Obi is this, is that. And then I don't think it's an official policy of INEC to like that particular comment that was put on social media. All these agencies have social media handlers, all these boys that get paid 20,000 naira per month, and they get overexcited. They do a lot of havoc on Twitter. Even Twitter is complaining that some people tweet too much. And there are a lot of I do people out there who, instead of using their time constructively, spend their time on the social media. There's a psychotic part of it. But that's not the subject you have brought here. So this social media handler made that mistake. And after the uproar, I think it is good that INEC responded by immediately removing that like, and by issuing a statement to say we're investigating, and that where any wrong has been done, they will sanction the person, and that INEC is completely neutral in the matter. So I think that reassurance is very important. What it means is that going forward, INEC has learned a lesson here that any small, push of the button can give a different impression. Absolutely. And INEC has to do his own house cleaning, talk to his social media team, not to get over enthusiastic or descend into the arena. Because INEC, like judges, is supposed to be impartial, to the very limits of the idea. The second thing about Seun Kuti is entitled to his own views, and he has established himself with a reputation as, one of those illustrations that the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, as the true son of his father, as a radical musician, as an activist in the public sphere. And he can express whatever views he likes. But at the same time also, Peter Okoye, is also entitled to his own views. These are citizens. I'm sure both of them probably have PVCs. They can make their choices and say, this is who we want. The only appeal is that as we get closer to the election, you will have more of such quarrels. Husband and wife will quarrel. Father and son will quarrel. You hear some people, they say, I don't discuss politics in my house. Because if you go and discuss politics and your wife is on the other side, dinner is not assured for you. They may decide to starve you of food. So people should just moderate their enthusiasm. You can make your choice as a free citizen, but you should not degenerate to the level of personal abuse conflict. And I keep saying it. How will people look at each other's faces after this election that people are beginning to take as war? Because this election will come and go, society will remain, citizens will remain, all of us will still live together. People should not take it as if they are embarking on a suicidal enterprise, you know, and killing everything in the process. I'm sure Seun Kuti and Peter Okoye, I don't know who is older between the two of them, you know, they will find cause to reconcile, knowing that this is all politics.
I hope so, because what you call it, the vitriol was a lot on social media, because, you know, you were asking me earlier, Seun Kuti had also, you know, accused Peter Okoye of waiting for his inauguration money if Peter Obi wins, saying he wants to perform on stage. And he even pulled up a video where P-Square were performing during Buhari's time, you know, saying maybe this is why Peter Okoye was supporting or is supporting Peter Obi. You know what Nigerians have done? They have pulled up tweets, Seun Kuti's tweets back in 2015, where he thanked Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu for, you know, bringing in Buhari into power. So they're saying, you know, aren't you guys birds of the same feather? Well, that's the tweet right there.
So I'd like to say this. Please, concerning this Peter Okoye and Seun Kuti fight, calm things down. People should douse tension, please. I saw the chat where he espoused his views. Those are Seun Kuti's views. He has a right to his views. A lot of people say maybe he was too far-reaching to say somebody's an opportunist and all of that. You can say you don't believe in the person. Then that would trigger a lot of people. Seun Kuti should also expect that action and reaction are equal or opposite. People will react. People will say things. But going further to attack one another is not what we want. Because the politicians you are killing yourselves for don't care about you. And there's only one political class in this country. And they are all together, united. They can change their color today. They can change their style. You remember that game they play, change your style, another one, like they change party. And all of them have all changed parties at some point. So when they say be like that, and they're in a particular party, it doesn't mean that they will not say change your style after be like that. So currently, their be like that is in one political party, and they are fighting each other. But after be like that, in the game of change your style, you can say change your style again, and they will change, and they will align. So why you kill yourself, or fight yourself, or say all sorts of principle things? Both acts have done well. They've represented Nigeria in their own rights. Both of them should handshake each other and move on from all of this. They don't need all of this. We don't need all of this brouhaha. Because the most important thing is that Nigerians are suffering. And the suffering was caused by most of those politicians because of their selfish interests. So how can Nigerians unite and fight all of this political interest? And concerning the one that they are digging up each other's tweets, people are vacillating. All right? He could feel excited. A lot of people that are supporting Peter Obi today, they too felt excited when President Buhari came in. And that's what I keep telling Nigerians. Dr. Abati, I'm sure you understand that Goodluck Jonathan was the devil that time. Everybody said nobody can be, the devil said was better than Goodluck Jonathan. But now, the same person they touted as an hero then is now the villain. The question is, how do we move from leader to leader and Nigeria keeps getting worse? That's the question we should answer. So you can see it's not even about who gets voted in. It's about the structure that perpetuates corruption against the people. The same Jonathan they called a villain then. Some people already say, Jonathan was even better. The question is, with the other man that will be voted in, hope we are not going to say, oh, Buhari's time was even better. So that's what Nigerians should ask themselves. So it is the structure, the elite class structure that perpetuates Nigerians' suffering and penury that we should introspect and investigate so that the government can truly be for the common man in Nigeria. Because when fuel scarcity, hardship, chaos comes, it affects the common man first. The rich man is insulated. It is the poor man that feels it. It is the rich man that steals money. Rich man wasting money, they're not they see him face for crime fighter. Poor man wasting money, now they go see him face for crime fighter. So let's come together. We don't need all this fight. P-Square and Seun call yourself, I'm sure you have each other's number, settle this once and for all,
I
and
like
tell your
that,
fans to
Rufai.
dance tension. We don't need all of this.
All right.
Which will give us a joint album.
I like that.
Joint album. You
That
don't
would
need
be
all of
nice.
this.
That would be a banger.
By banger, you don't need all of this. Settle this thing.